Now let's move to the next topic, which is classification of data types. Data types, I already have discussed with you. Data types are used to define the type of value that is going to store in the memory container, and data type is also used to define the size of memory container. Now, data type is classified in two ways. One is primitive data type, another is non-primitive data types. Primitives are nothing but the predefined data types, and non-primitives are the user-defined data types. Let's talk about non-primitive data types first. Non-primitive means, as I mentioned, user-defined data types. These data types are nothing but class, enum, array. These are the non-primitive data types. Now you might be thinking how class is behaving like a data type or how enum is going to work as a user-defined data type. We are going to cover this detail when I'll cover these topics in upcoming classes. So don't worry about it. As of now, you just consider these are the non-primitive data types. Now let's talk about the predefined data types or primitive data types. Primitive data types are classified in two ways. One is Boolean data type, another is numeric data type. In Boolean, we have Boolean data type, which is used to store Boolean type of value, true or false type of value. By default, my class level property, Boolean type of variable, contain false value. Okay, and it has 1 bit of memory container. Then numeric data type is further classified in character types and integral type. Character type has this char data type and the memory container size is 2 bytes, and it is basically support Unicode system. Means there are huge number of characters that are supported by Java, and you can hold them using character type of variable. However, in C language, we use a sky code system, and that's why memory container size is a little smaller as compared to Java. There we have 1 byte of memory container, but in Java it is of 2 byte. Let's talk about integral data types. Integral are further classified in two ways. One is integer and another is floating type. In integer, we have byte, short, int, long. Byte takes 1 byte, short take 2 byte, int take 4 byte, and long take 8 byte. And in floating types, we have again two, float and double. Float is used to hold 4 byte of memory container, and double hold 8 bytes of memory container. Okay, both are used to hold point type of values. By default, my variables, if I'm declaring or I am using any floating point literal, any constant, the behavior of that floating point literal will be of double type. And similarly, if I'm using some integer literal, if I'm using some integer constant in Java, that will be by default considered as int. This is about the classification of data type.